So we want to find the truth values for the converse, inverse, and contrapositive based on the given conditional statement, right? So the conditional statement by default is already true, okay? So converse means that we have to switch, right? So P is basically you living in Dallas, and the Q is you living in Texas, right? If you live in Dallas, then you live in Texas, right? That's true. Now, if you switch, right, converse means that you're switching the order. First, you're going to say, if you live in Texas, then you live in Dallas, right? This is what the converse means. Now, this is not necessarily true, right? If it's not necessarily true, it cannot be definitely true, right? Because if you live in Texas, then you live in Dallas implies that Texas is only Dallas. There's nothing else in Texas but Dallas, right? But Dallas is just a city, right? Because you can also say if you live in Texas, then you can possibly live in Dallas, in Austin, you know, and in other places like Fort Worth, etc., right? So this is false. Now, inverse means that you will negate both of these. You will keep the order of the sentence here, the phrase, but you will negate, right? So basically what you're going to say is, if you do not live in Dallas, then you do not live in Texas. Now this is false as well, because if you do not live in Dallas, you could live at Fort Worth and still be living in Texas, right? So once again, it kind of does the same trick as the converse, right? Because Texas is not limited only to the Dallas city, right? Texas is a state with many different cities. And the contrapositive, finally, is basically when you switch the order and you also negate both. So basically what it reads is, if you do not live in Texas, then you do not live in Dallas. And that's 100% true. Because if you do not live in the state of Texas, how can you possibly live in its city, in one of its cities, Dallas, right? So it happens to be true. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.